Hello, friends. Good morning. Today I have a special guest, Inaya. She's an electrical engineer and also a very good astrologer. She is a student of Kapil Raj. She did Vedic astrology certification from him. And not only that, she has a lot of practical knowledge on astrology. So, in recent past, like myself and Anaya, we both started working on exploring, researching various aspects of astrology, especially the nakshatra and the nakshatra remedies. So, I actually would like to introduce Inaya to our channel, Running Astro. Hi, Inaya. How are you?
Hello. Hi, Shiva. Thank you for inviting me to your channel. First of all, Shiva, you're an excellent guy, an excellent astrologer, a very person to take guidance from. He has been a good friend to me, a very good guide, a guru-like figure. I'm really grateful and proud to have you. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
so today we're going to talk about some of the nakshatra traits and remedies, and later part of the video we're going to talk about how these nakshatras traits and remedies actually affect human, like in the physical world. How does it affect? Because it kind of sounds superstitious and people blindly fall for it and just do it for the sake of doing it. Today we're going to go through this a bit, like explaining how these things can relate. So Shiva, you can go ahead and start,
Yeah,
starting from
dear
Ashwini.
friends, dear friends, I'm sure this is going to be an interesting video to everyone because Inaya has a unique potential knowledge.
Thank
Because
you.
I worked with many astrologers. Okay, I worked with many astrologers, but Inaya has a unique knowledge in terms of understanding and interpretation and tackling the problems. There are many astrologers, okay, who could tell us what happens when a particular planet is conjoined with some other planet or in a particular house, and they're very good at predicting, talking about past events. But there are very few astrologers, okay, who could basically understand the root cause for any suffering and also come up with a remedial system. So it's something like, you'll be surprised, the remedies. So Inaya's, the remedies that will be given by Inayas, that will be, very simple. It's not something, you need to sit for hours and do havan puja and graha jap and all. So it's all, very basic level everybody could do sitting at their home. um, I liked the way, she grabs that knowledge and she would like to share with the broader audience. So that's why actually I would like to bring her to our channel, so that her contributions definitely will help us to move to next level. Inaya, we are going to start with nakshatras, like at a, so we are not
today
getting into specifics
today
at a very surface level.
today we will try to cover like at least half of all the nakshatras. um just we will just cover, we'll touch the surface of it, and we are not going to go too much into depth of the nakshatra traits and remedies, because that would be a totally separate video. Today's a whole
Yeah.
point is just, the overall, like how
Yeah.
everything is and stuff. So we're going to start with Ashwani, and um I would like Shiva to start introducing the Nakshatra of Ashwani, how it is, like how it
Yeah,
works and
yeah,
all.
sure. Like, the things that I would like to mention here when we talk about nakshatra, the basic traits of, Aswini Nakshatra. So, if you look at the animal symbol of Ashwani, it's a horse, it's a twin horse. So, basically, it's just start being starting sign of this Kala Chakra, Mesha. It falls in Aries, Mesha
Mm-hmm.
Rasi.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this nakshatra, it has some inherent qualities of creation, intelligence, healing. Usually, Aswini nakshatra people, they are very very proactive kind of people, and nakshatra Ashwani is known for giving quicker, faster results. uh, that's the reason the planet Sun, the king of planets, he gets exalted in this star. And at the same time, I would like to mention that that's why Saturn also gets debilitated in this nakshatra, because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. So it's a kind of, nakshatra is a kind of highway, and you have a bold car which is not in good condition. So it's kind of, Saturn, transiting in Aries in Ashwini Nakshatra is something like that. So basically, Nakshatra is a kind of highway, a foundation. So these planets are kind of vehicles. So, and also, like it was said in Vedic texts, in many stories, like Ashwini Kumars, actually they are known as divine doctors. So if you see in any corporate hospitals, pharmacies, the top-notch people, like who are top at top surgeons, healers, you find them in Ashwani. And also, like I have seen many gurus, because this is a star that belong to Devagana. So it has some inherent divine qualities. So naturally, the Ashwani star bones usually they imbibe these qualities. So, Inaya, I want you to talk about the universe connection to these Ashwini Nakshatra.
So Ashwini, it's represented by the horse, right? So Ashwani is basically Ashwin Kumars. They
Yes,
were the
yes.
master healers, okay? They knew agriculture, they knew herbs, Ayurveda, and yeah, they were just master healers. And this nakshatra there's some myth associated with this. We're not going to get into the myth, but there's a myth associated with this nakshatra that any time moon or anything transits in this nakshatra gives quicker results. And it has something to like I'll get to it at the end, like how this nakshatras they're like how do they give results faster. It has a lot to do with different frequencies, and then different like electromagnetic vibration. Like this is like a whole new level of science that is
Mhm,
actually part of astrology. Is just
mhm,
not science. It's just not superstition, it has science in it. So
mhm,
so besides that, however, Ashwini, I would say Ashwini star nakshatra, it falls in the Aries, in the sign of Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, okay? So it is seen that, like now I'm gonna go get into a little bit of Vastu Shastra, okay?
mhm,
Because because what is Vastu? What does Vastu do? Because the remedy I'm going to talk about, it has to do with
mhm,
Vastu completely. So what is
mhm,
Vastu? Vastu is just, Vastu Shastra is performed to bring energetic balance inside your home
mhm.
environment. Don't It
Yes.
doesn't matter whose home
Mhm,
you're in, where, even if you're in a hotel, it's just the environment, the energy around you. So
mhm.
as we
Yes.
know, different colors, I don't know if you all know about it, but it's a part of physics, okay? That
Mhm.
different colors give out different frequencies, okay?
Yes.
It's from like like how the ultraviolet ray and then the
Yes.
infrared, they're all waves, all electromagnetic radiation waves, and they have different frequencies. What happens is, like, it is preferable according to Vastu that the southeast corner of the house has the, you know if it if if it has the energy of the color of red, red, uh it energetically balances the energy of the house. So why am I saying this? The southeast corner of the house is actually ruled by Mars, okay?
Mhm,
And this has to do with Ashwini star, because the most important remedy of this is, if you want anything, any fast result, any fast healing, and most importantly, fast income, okay?
mhm,
The remedy is get two running wild, those statues of horses. Get
mhm,
two No, not like two. Like it has to be one statue with two horses in it, two running. They cannot be just standing horses. It has to
Mhm.
be two galloping, running
So you mean to say
horses.
twin horses?
Yes. If you
Okay.
want, I have it. I can show you at the end of the video, but it's just, just two running horses, just on a pedestal, and it has to be red. And it has to be kept in the southeast corner of your home,
Mhm.
facing, it has to face from the south to the north. It has to face in the north direction.
Mhm.
Okay? If it's faced in the south direction, the money will go away. Trust me. It's just
So,
how the
so,
energy.
so you mean to say by placing this statue of twin horses, you can
Mm-hmm.
activate Asmi Nakshatra and see positive results.
Yes. Yes, you can.
And you
Tried and
want these
tested.
horses
Tried and
to,
tested. I
oh, that's
listen.
great. So
I
you want, so you are giving another insight here. So you want these horses to be in red in color. So it means that you want to activate Mars,
Yes.
the lord of the sign.
Mm-hmm. Mars, and also southeast is controlled by the
Mhm.
Mars and Venus. Venus is like kind of southish,
Yeah.
more to the
So,
south, but
basically, southeast, the southeast is ruled by Venus, but the south of southeast is ruled by Mars, and
yes.
Venus actually rules the southeast exact corner.
So basically, wherever Ashwani is placed in your chart, it will give fast results regards to that, and also the sign
And
of.
this gives another, this gives another insight also. So you mentioned that it has to be placed in southeast corner. So usually, like as per Vastu, the southeast is called Agneya, okay, where we usually install fire.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So in typically in all our homes, so it's a place where people cook food. That is one thing, and that's also a place where the Brahmins and Pandits they
Perform.
do, yeah, they perform
Yes.
Havan, which is
that is that is the perfect spot. That side, southeast corner of a house, is the ideal place, because that place is ideally holds the vibration of the color of red, and the
and
Mars.
also the Aries being a fiery sign, so that also coincides with this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
So it
sure.
means that means that the star Ashwini, like it's also a fiery star.
It is, because Mars is what? Mars is all about action, taking
Mm.
action and stuff. So it's just not being a warrior or a fighter. It can also mean like faster. Mars is like all like, it just fastens the process. Like
Yeah,
Mars is fiery in nature. So that's
yeah,
what we can
initiate
like
and
assume.
command. Yeah.
So it really helps, especially with cash inflow, because the southeast corner of a house is actually responsible for cash inflow. It does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um and
Yeah,
it
because
helps.
Venus is also natural dhanakaraka, natural money karaka.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you call it? And there's another remedy, that is get a red triangle, like
Mm-hmm.
just a red triangular wall
Mm-hmm.
photo, or not a photo, it's like a picture, like a frame, sort of, you know what I mean. It just has to be there. Like you can make a shelf that looks, that is triangular, and it has to be red too. That is also an excellent remedy for money issues. Tried and
Mm-hmm.
tested. Again, I'll be honest, I never used to believe in all this. I'm the type of person, I'm a science student, I would believe whatever works, and whatever is like, whatever kind of makes sense to me, and whatever remedies I'm talking about, I'm giving out, it's all tried and tested. So I really hope it helps. The Shrini remedies. The triangle has to be red, and it has to be kept on the southeast corner of, like,
Mm-hmm.
southeast wall, basically. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yeah, that's great that like you had tested and proven these results, and now
Mm-hmm.
let's move to Bharani. So
Bharani.
Bharani is being a second star. It also like shares a similarity that the Lord of the sign also, the Mars.
Hmm.
It also falls in Aries sign, which is of fiery nature.
Mm-hmm.
But the Nakshatra Lord is Venus, and the deity is Yama for Bharani,
Mm-hmm.
and the animal is elephant.
Mm-hmm.
So in my previous videos, I mentioned like I emphasized on the natural traits and characteristics of Bharani. Like they possess a lot of endurance, and
Mm-hmm.
they're sometimes they're very very stubborn, and
Mm-hmm.
they're very hardworking. And the theme of goal of Bharani is taking body away from Saul. So that's what the Yama, the god of death.
Yama, god of death. Yeah, that's what he does. Mm.
Yeah. So I want you to talk about some remedies about this Bharani Nakshatra.
Okay, so when it comes to the Bharani Nakshatra, so Bharani is what it's like is the womb, is the female reproductive system, right? Is the organ, sorry, not systems, like the
Yes.
female reproductive organ.
Yeah.
And
Creation. Yeah.
the animal associated with this is male elephant, right?
Mm.
So this is the one. This is the remedy I'm gonna give you now. This is actually tried on so many people, especially my friends, and like
Mhm.
it's crazy. It works, magic. So this nakshatra has something to do. Just don't ask me how. It has something to do with your teeth, with our teeth,
Okay.
Bharani.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's because it's ruled by the animal elephant's tusk. It has something to do with elephant
Yeah.
tusk.
So it's the strongest material on the earth. It
Mm-hmm.
is known as.
Mm-hmm. So
It's like
basically,
ivory.
in your chart, in anyone's chart, whatever house, whatever lordship this nakshatra is in, or this nakshatra has,
Mhm.
what happens is like, go to a dentist, check your teeth, check out just go for a checkup,
Mhm.
see if there are any cavities. I have found number of people, I have actually found many people, I told them like, you probably have cavities, they're like, no, we don't have cavities. Go and get a checkup, and then found like
Mhm.
5 or 6 cavities inside their mouth. So what happens is like, this is directly correlated to the health of the female reproductive organ, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
So a lot of women who goes through different, like reproductive issues, I
Mhm.
don't know, menstrual, it could be anything, like female stuff. It Trust me, no gynecologist or anyone are gonna help you. This will actually help you. I mean, I don't know, I
So,
still
so, so the
question it.
remedy, so the remedy here is they have to ensure their teeth is in good health, good
They
shape.
have to. If someone's teeth is like broken or just like half rotten, I don't
Mhm.
know, save money, go get new set of teeth. Because,
Mhm.
oh, another thing, your teeth is directly connected to your wealth too. Second house, Taurus. Second
Mhm.
house, teeth. It is
Mhm.
connected. Get your teeth clean, go brush like twice or thrice every day, do
Mhm.
floss. Like, this is not a doctor, this is not like a doctor meeting or stuff, but I'm telling you, this is actually connected. This is
Mhm.
connected. um
Mhm.
and especially for people with Bharani Nakshatra, oh my god, so many diseases, so many things get resolved just by taking care of the teeth.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's, I don't know what it is, I still
Yeah,
question that,
it's
how
yeah,
does it
it's
happen?
interesting. Actually, it's interesting to know actually because if I recall correctly, in our olden days, our grandfather, great grandfathers, they used to tell us, okay, keep
Mm.
your teeth clean, okay, before you get up and do anything. First, clean your teeth. Else, some misfortune, unfortune will haunt you. They
Yeah.
used to tell them.
Well, sometimes like our teeth, uh like we can't tell by looking at her teeth that, okay, sometimes it happens that we don't know, we think that, no, we have no cavities inside our mouth, oh, our teeth
Mhm.
is like all good. No, trust me, go to a dentist, they will tell you, they will figure out all the problems related to
Mhm.
your teeth. And
Mhm.
I really, really recommend this. Like this
Oh,
remedy is actually the most proven one. So
awesome.
yeah.
Okay. And now we move to this Kritika. So the Kritika, the first pada, it comes under Aries,
Mm-hmm.
like, ruled by Mars and fiery nature. And the rest of the three padas, they come under Taurus sign. So again, the lordship is changed here.
Hmm.
Now it's the last three padas, they are ruled by Venus. So basically, like if you see the pattern here, wherever the sun star is there, the sun
Mm-hmm.
star basically is split into 1:3. So the first pada comes under fiery sign, and the rest of the three padas come under what I say earthy signs. So if
Hmm.
you see the at a mundane level, the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, the first pada of sun, wherever it falls, it becomes a fiery sign. Okay,
Yeah.
there is some uniqueness in terms of when we talk about Kritika, because the it is a Sun Mars combination. The first pada ruled by Mars, and the rest three padas ruled by Sun. And even in Vedic context, Kritika has got profound importance.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sanskrit, it is said, okay, Agniye Kritika. So it means the fire is nothing but Kritika. That's what it was said in Vedic text.
Kritika has, I would say, it plays a huge role actually in a lot of people's lives around me. So I dealt with a lot of Kritika Nakshatra people. So um, when it
Yeah,
comes to remedy, yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like if I talk about general characteristics and traits, so Kritika people, like they are people of power and position. So they have a lot of obsession about power. So if you see it, at a political space or at an enterprise level, the top people, who are known for power play, kind of people, they are Kritika born.
Mm.
And in my past also, I experimented this. Like my clients used to ask me, okay, sir, we would like to start our new job. So what is the auspicious time and star? I used to tell them Kritika, go and join on Kritika.
Hmm. So
So
you used to give those based on their chart or in general?
in general, so in their chart, like if they have this natural energy of the sun stars, so
Hmm.
when they choose this Kritika Nakshatra, or if the Kritika Nakshatra is a Karma Nakshatra for them, then it's more auspicious. But irrespective of their whatever their star is, if a person
Hmm.
takes up any activity in Kritika, that's it, he'll be boss of it.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, you
Uh,
talk about remedies now.
Okay, so what is Kritika? Razors, scissors, sharp
Hmm?
objects. It's all about being. So basically, whenever we think of people with Kritika Nakshatra, what comes to our mind first? Like, at least what comes to my mind and Juno's mind? It is that Kritika people are very sharp tongued. They don't care. They're just gonna say whatever. They're like, okay, like, you know what I mean? So and the ruling deity is Agni, which is god of
Yeah,
fire, so that makes it even more
yeah.
powered. So here,
And it's very tough situation to get into heated up arguments with Kritika people.
okay, now, so Kritika people, one of the best, first of all, I'm going to give you the best remedies
Mhm.
um, of the Kritika Nakshatra people who have like Kritika Nakshatra in specific houses that you want to activate, for example, your career or anything. The one of the best remedies would be doing Havan, because you're dealing with fire. Okay,
Yeah.
I personally don't have experience with that, but I have actually heard many people say how Havan helped it. What it does is,
Mhm.
and Havan will help no matter what, right? It will just
Yeah. So
it
it's a Kritika's natural energy, and if we do
yes,
have, that's it. You are activating. You are reaching
to
the soul.
Two nakshatras that have like that play,
Yeah.
that actually that play a very important role around fire
Mm.
element, which is one is Kritika and the second one is Vishakha.
Yeah.
Vishakha people, they love to be around fire,
Mhm.
and they get energized. So Kritika is similar. So I'll talk about Vishakha when I get to Vishakha, but this is what Kritika thing remedy is, like doing Havan. And another remedy, that is whenever you are in a heated argument with a Kritika person, or you're the Kritika person and you want to settle an argument at home, go to the kitchen, grab a fruit that's citrus, like it could be apple, it could be lemon, lime,
Mhm.
citrusy
Mhm.
something, and take a knife and just cut it in half. Just with one slice, you have to cut it in half. The argument will be
Oh,
settled. The
that
argument will. It worked on me.
interesting.
It worked on me. It worked on me. Worked on my friends. This is proven.
Mhm.
I Yeah, so this is crazy. This is actually crazy, because I actually was very skeptic about if it's gonna work. I was like, no, like just cutting fruit, how can it settle an argument?
So,
No.
cutting that fruit, so basically it helps in kind of balancing that anger.
Yes, the argument gets settled. Like
Oh.
if everyone is shouting and yelling, like in a few minutes, the thing is gonna be like, everyone's gonna go their own way, and there won't be any
Mhm.
argument. The argument will settle, basically. I don't know
Mhm.
how it happens. I don't know what energy balances it out, but this is crazy. This I don't know.
Yeah, I was telling this in my past video, a coincidence I would like to share.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw practically, rowdy sheeters, okay? Rowdy sheeters and murderers in Kurtika store
Really.
because they have something to do with knife and
Mm-hmm.
their daily life.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm talking about is the negative side of Kurtika, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there they go in full fire and raise more.
Yeah, it's like different planetary positions. Like some people, Kritika, suppose like Gordon Ramsay is like a world-class chef, right? He's a Michelin star
Hmm.
master chef, right? He's a millionaire chef. This
Hmm.
guy cusses a lot. He always curses. He's like always is saying like the fuck words, and he's just always cursing,
Hmm.
using bad words. He
Hmm.
has prominent Kritika Nakshatra, and he cooks. He's a chef, the master chef. And
Hmm.
so, like Taurus dealing with food, and then knives means cutting, cooking
Hmm.
at the same time,
And
having,
I see a lot of abuse also, especially Kurtika first
yeah,
pada
yeah, yeah.
because it's the Sun Mars energy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, that Gordon Ramsay, he has that sort of placement. So he's both verbally, like,
Hmm.
abusive, and physically, as in, like, he just deals with cutting, butchering meat and stuff. So, yeah. So that is another thing. And
Hmm.
then some other placements of planet can also make a person a murderer, psychopath, killers. It totally
Hmm.
depends on the
Yeah,
type of planets aspecting, and yeah, the strength
yeah,
of the planets and houses.
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. So let's move to Rohini. So the first thing that comes to my mind in about Rohini is creation, beauty.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these people, they're very attractive, very skilled,
Hmm.
and they have a lot of they're very possessive, like a Rohini partner, she's overly possessive over her husband,
Or
and vice
husband.
versa.
Hmm.
And mother and children, if mother is a Rohini, so she pampers and she is possessive over her children.
Hmm.
And that's what the story of Moon and Rohini, na? So um, and he's also known as one of the prominent uh, wealth giving stars.
Hmm.
And the deity of this star is this Prajapati Brahma. Brahma is is for creation,
Mm-hmm.
and this star lord is Moon, as everybody knows. Moon's Moolak Trikona as well as exalted sign is this Taras, and he gets exalted in Rohini. And the animal for this Rohini is serpent.
Hmm.
Now you can give insights about Rohini remedies.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Rohini Nakshatra is, first of all, Rohini was the no, Rohini is just the favorite one, like
Mm-hmm.
of Moon, like the most favorite wife
Mm-hmm.
of the Moon. Um,
Yeah.
and another thing, Rohini has a direct connection with chariot, like any sort of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So people having problems related to Rohini Nakshatra, um, the best remedy is, if you have a car, please take care of it. Usko, like, just if you can, like, take care of the car, clean it,
Mm-hmm.
nurture it, like adore it,
Mm-hmm.
that will help you.
Yes,
And
actually,
do not.
you are right. So you are right. I have seen people who are born in Rohini. They are obsessed about their cars. My God, how many times they clean
And
it.
one, yeah, yeah, and
And
once once a Rohini Nakshatra person, they get to buy their dream car, or whatever car they actually really liked, and they bought it, and they're taking care of it, their life suddenly goes up, just goes
Mhm,
up, boom,
mhm,
because it activates the nakshatra, which is like the most favorite wife of Moon, and it
mhm,
just takes them up, just like
mhm.
their life goes up in general.
And I
So.
have seen another thing also actually, this is also working, this remedy. So
Mm,
because Moon is a natural fourth house lord from
mm,
Aries.
mm.
So if Rohini people, if they make sure their home is clean and neat, that
Rohini.
also actually helps. Yeah,
Hmm.
that is
Oh.
actually more of in the aspect of monetary gains. If they keep their home clean and neat,
Hmm.
so they get blessings from Moon. Because
Yeah.
Rohini is about beauty, no? Like decorate your home, keep it clean. Clean in the
Hmm.
sense, it's not just cleaning that every day
Hmm.
we do. So make it look like wonderful, nice, beautiful.
Rohini, the symbol of, okay, so yeah, that is also a good point. But the symbol of Rohini, since it is chariot,
Hmm?
so, like, that's the first thing that comes to our mind. But yeah, I mean, taking care of the home, decluttering home, it helps
Hmm.
with Rohini Nakshatra people. Um, yeah, Rohini people, I would say, um, there are some other remedies too, but this is actually one very effective remedy. And if you don't have a car and you have extremely bad placement of Rohini, I would say that, like, going for drawing the nakshatra animal drawing, trust me, I mean,
Hmm.
it really doesn't affect as much as, like, um I mean, it probably does to a certain point, but not to the level where people who are having extremely bad placement of Rohini in their chart, um needs effective remedies, but drawings are not going to be able to give it. So, yeah, so there is this other remedy of Rohini where you get a snake, like, I think it's of brass, it's like a brass snake, like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's like, get a brass snake and just keep it in your workplace or office table. But I hadn't tried it out, you know um so I cannot, like, emphasize on that. But the ones that has been tried and tested, the chariot, the car. keep it clean, get take care of your car, make sure your car doesn't have any sort of issues, like
Mm-hmm.
tire dent. If there's a dent in the car, then just know that there's going to be a dent in your life. Trust me, that's
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
effective it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
The
what
snake
else?
thing that you mentioned, it has got some meaning because moon gets exalted, in this particular star, Rohini.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the natural behavior of moon is like, so he doesn't maintain that steady glow. So he's waxing for a few days and waning for a few days,
Yeah.
which we call Krishna Paksha and Sukla Paksha.
Mm-hmm.
The snakes, so they basically gain lot of momentum and energy when moon is in kind of close to the Paurnami, the full moon days. The snakes, they dance and
Mm-hmm.
so the snakes, which are kind of forbidden, they come out in the forest and they dance. So they like that, that energy. So this remedy also really, is a good point actually, getting a brass or silver made snake and keep it on their table,
Mm-hmm.
at a place.
Okay, so about the thing I was saying, the people who don't have cars, or they don't, or people who doesn't own their favorite car, and doesn't really care about their own car. Okay, first of all, you have to make sure your car doesn't have any issue. Okay, for knowing your Nakshatra people, and if you don't
Mhm,
have a car, um, those toy cars, like those are really expensive, the Mercedes and those
mhm,
different brands. Get one of those, your most favorite cars. Put it
mhm.
in your office work. This is the remedy of the toy work remedy. This is actually suggested by
Oh,
Kapil Raj. uh
oh,
yeah, so
not necessarily a real car, it can be a toy.
yeah, I was surprised. I was like it doesn't sound, but Kapil Raj, since I did my Vedic astrology graduation under him. So he used to, talk about all this. And then people asked that, how can a toy car help in such situation? And he was very confident when he said it. And seems like, yeah, if like, the horse statue or other things like that can activate nakshatras like Ashwini and stuff, I think definitely for Rohini,
Mhm,
uh, a toy car can definitely, it can trigger.
mhm,
If a horse can do that, a horse statue, why not a car? But it has to be, there are these toy cars, very expensive, like, like they look completely like real, and they're like
mhm.
the sports car, whatever. Just keep it nicely, put it on somewhere like where you're gonna see it, and you're gonna like, admire it. That helps.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Great to know. So now we move to Mrugasira.
Mm-hmm.
So Mrugasara is a special star. Actually, it shares some civil energy with Rohini
Mm-hmm.
because Rohini is a male serpent, Mrugasara is a female serpent.
Mm.
Okay, so both have some connection. So I have seen, some couples, mm, friends, who are, Rohini and Mrugasara combination. So it's a
Mm.
kind of, I don't say it's a best combination. So there, I found it, as a connected energy.
Mm.
The Mrugasira husband and Rohini wife, Rohini husband and Mrugasira wife. So they have a similar energy, related to the snakes. And if you see the Mrugasira is, it's a head of, a
Mrig,
beast.
Mrig, Mrig is,
Yeah,
yeah, Mrig is deer, Sira
yeah.
head. So basically, for Mrixia Nakshatra, okay, there's one very interesting fact that I'm going to talk about, like the Mrixia people. Mrixia people, mostly girls, guys do that too. I have seen who has prominent Mrixia Nakshatra in their chart. They use a lot of contact lens. They love changing their eye colors.
Mm-hmm,
It's one of the prominent qualities that they love wearing contact lenses.
mm-hmm,
And then Mrixia people, the best and only remedy I can give is, whenever Mrixia people gets into trouble, just go and take some time off. Just stay by yourself for a few days. Go on a, like, go for a holiday just by yourself. Do not go with anyone. Just go out of town, do
Yeah, I
something.
forgot to mention this thing. I forgot to mention one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a common pattern in Musra people. They have a lot of obsession about their dressing,
Hmm.
apparel. They go mad. I saw many people, Musra bones, having dozens of pairs of clothes. They keep changing.
Yeah, like they love changing clothes and they love changing their eye colors. That's why I said they love wearing contact lenses. They love
Yeah,
changing eye colors.
and another secret here is the Lord of Muksira, the deity, divine deity, is Soma. Soma
Hmm.
is one of the forms of moon Chandra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Soma. So we used to call it as a Somras. Somras means
Mm-hmm.
like the divinely people,
Hmm.
the gods, divine gods. They used to take this Somras to acquire some powers. So this gives a clue. So the Muksara people, they always have obsession to gain power, and also the theme of Mugasara is entertain the world. Rohini's creation. So Mugasara shares this this particular aspect, entertain the world. So they are very good entertainers.
Mixera people, they're actually, yeah, you're right. They're entertainers. They okay, so they have this problem. It's like they're driven by illusions. They just fall prey to illusions, like something they experience or go through um is not what it actually is. You know what I mean? So they
Mhm.
fall prey to such situations and illusions, and most of their problems has to do with this. Either they get trapped by illusion, or thinking of
Mhm.
something as something else. So mixer people have those sort of traits. And so the only way,
Yeah,
like how
I
they
saw.
say, like the deer tries to, find something, like there's a smell which is actually coming out from their own body, but the deer is trying to look for the smell, but it's actually within them, right? So what happens is, like, it's Mriksira Nakshatra has to do with the story of Ramayana, where Ram was driven away by illusion.
Mhm.
Shiva, you can continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so another thing I observed in Mrugsara, so
Hmm.
many of the people I observed this. So they have this show off thing, false prestige. So the negative side of Mrugsara. So as you mentioned, the illusion, they're far from reality. I have seen many people.
You know why I'm laughing? Anyways, so yeah, we all have that issue. Like, I was just laughing. It's like an inside joke with Shiva about this mixture qualities, like very dualistic. They're very, very dualistic. They
Mhm.
always fall prey for situations like that. Um, it doesn't matter. It could be educational, it could be a relationship, it could be anything, whatever that house is ruling.
And
Um,
another trait I observed is if Rohini and Mrugasira, these
hmm,
people, if they're hurt, if their ego is hurt, for sure they'll take revenge. Because the animal ruled by both the planets is, one is a female serpent, another is a male serpent. The serpents, they possess highest levels of, highest degrees of excitement, lust, anger. And I saw these traits in these stars.
hmm,
But
yes.
Mrugasira is more assertive than Rohini.
Mixera?
Mrugasira,
Yeah.
yeah, Mrugasira is more exhibitive and assertive than Rohini.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rohini Rohini is just Rohini has like a lot of seducing power, like Rohini,
Huh.
it is said that, if there's like a room filled with people, suppose like it's a room filled with women, okay, and then a guy walks in, and the first woman that would capture his attention with probably, like, has beautiful
Mhm.
eyes would be, you know,
Mhm.
having Rohini Nakshatra prominence in their chart.
And
So
another secret here, that we can understand, the second house also stands for
mm,
ice. No? So
yeah.
basically, uh, the Taurus, this Rohini is placed. Rohini and Muragasira both are placed in, in Taurus.
Hmm.
So they have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Um, yeah,
So
that's it about.
basically, eyes play a big role in a
In
beauty and personality of a
yeah.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Unless their eyes are charming and beautiful, attractive, they can't be beautiful. And Mugasira and Rohini both have that. But the Rohini is a natural beauty. Mugasira is a kind of made. So that's what
Hmm.
I was telling. No? Like
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
they show off a lot. So you were
Rick
talking about contact eyes, spectacles and all. So
Mixera people would probably go for Botox, you know, like it's plastic surgery. They love all that. Okay. So, solution for Mixera people is just go and rely, meditate. You know, whatever you're looking outside, you know, like it's an analogy with the story of Ram, you know, like, you know, the not just the story of Ram. The story of Ram comes in when you're talking about illusions, but when you're talking about the deer itself, like, you know, the deer, like, it always searches something, you know, and Mrixira is like the
yeah,
searching star.
so yeah, Sita, she was mesmerized with the beauty of the deer.
Yeah, and then the star of Mrixira, well, it represents, it's the searching star, right? It's always searching, but
Yeah.
it doesn't know that the thing it's searching for, it's just within. So the
Mhm.
remedy for Mrixira people is just to look within, to you know, to just reflect and to
Mhm.
meditation, because Mixer people are all over the place. They're like, okay, I want this, I want this, and they're just gonna go all around. So they're surround, they're built, they have like a
Yeah.
wall of illusion around them, so that can only be broken down with meditation. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm giving a different perspective when you say meditation is a remedy. So what happens when we do meditate? So the internal cosmic energy, that Kundali energy that gets activated.
Hmm.
So that produces this, Somarasa. The Soma is Lord of Mrugashira. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how the meditation is going to help them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah. So let's move to Arudra, an interesting
Mm-hmm.
star.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
So
we'll move. Yeah, go ahead, Ardra.
yeah, so Arudra is ruled by Rahu, and the deity is Rudra. So
Mm-hmm.
Rudra is known for destruction. So basically, it's not like destructing everything. Destruction in the sense, so destruction of a destructive energy. So that's what Arudra means.
Hmm.
And they have a lot of Rahu influence because Rahu being their lord. And I also heard and read in some texts that Venus was born in Arudra.
Hmm. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And,
Okay. Wow.
the animal for Arudra is the female dog.
Hmm.
So yeah, so Arudra people, they are outspoken, and they're always kind of perplexed and confused with respect to relationships. Like like they basically start to doing friendship with some people, and later point of time, they realize no, like it's not working for me. They move on to a different set of people. Now even they change partners, they change gurus. So
Hmm.
they're not consistent. So at every point of time in their life, either in education, marital life, so they transform, they change themselves a lot. That's what I see in Arudra.
Hmm.
They're airy in nature, very very fickle minded, but but they're very good at technology innovation, because that's all Rahu.
Okay. So Ardra people, they are what do you call it? They love things out of the box.
Yeah,
They, as in,
Please, yeah.
yeah, I think was it the story associated with Ardra? Okay, Shiva, it has something to do with I think, yeah, I think probably it was Rudra, you know, like it was a deity or wait, hold on, let me see. So yeah, it was the deity that used to carry herbs with him and walk around the jungle, and it used to heal people
Mhm.
with the herbs it used to he used to carry. I think it was Rudra. I think it was is associated with Ardra actually. um
Mhm.
so basically, Ardra people are kind of gloomy. um they're very indecisive. Okay, they're
Mhm.
very, I have a lot of Ardra people around me, so I do kind of know they're very indecisive. They are, actually, I forgot to mention this, the Muragasira people are really bipolar. Okay, I was about to say
Mhm.
Ardra people are bipolar too. They have like different personalities, but not as
Mhm.
much as Muragasira. Oh my gosh, that's out of the
Mhm.
chart. But Ardra people, they're kind of gloomy. They like and Ardra people are the people who loves exotic things. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna find Ardra people um keeping monkey as a pet, keeping peacock as a pet. They just like weird stuff, you know, eccentric stuff that other
Mhm.
people wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the characteristics of Ardra. They like exotic things. If they want to, like, you know, try something out, food, it has to be exotic that no one else tried. You know what I mean? um yeah, things like that. So Ardra is kind of like, you know, just eccentric, Rahul equality, breaking the taboo, going out. So that's Ardra. And the okay, so I have this friend. Okay, I have this friend that I am experimenting this Ardra Nakshatra remedy on, and it seems to be working. But I'm not talking about it with anyone. I haven't even talked about it with Shiva yet. But I was just waiting. I don't know. Like, so basically, my friend, it's it she has not been able to speak. Okay, like she has stuttering issues. She's like, she cannot complete a sentence without stuttering like 10 times. It's very difficult. Like, it has been since she was like 2 3 years old, right? And now she's like 35. um so the stuttering issues, then I saw her Mercury is connected to Ardra. Okay, her
Mhm.
Mercury is just, you know, combust, and you know, and it's connected to Ardra. So I knew the Ardra remedy, but I wasn't suggesting it because I don't know how well it's gonna work. But I had to try it on her, and I don't know how. I don't know, like, I don't know if it's the Nakshatra remedy that's helping her, but this stuttering, it stopped. I'm just giving you an example, you know,
Mhm.
like it doesn't
Mhm.
have to be stuttering. It's because her Mercury is associated with Ardra Nakshatra. Okay, so the remedy is, I told her to get a pet dog. Okay, and to take care of the dog. What
Yeah.
happens?
So this Gemini is a third house. Is a is a house of pet animals
Hmm,
from Aries. It is a third house.
hmm. And also, Ardra is ruled by female dog. I told her, get a female dog. She had no idea. She's like, no, I'm just getting it for the sake of getting it. I don't believe in all this. Trust me,
Mhm.
I think her stuttering came down by at least 40%, and it's getting better. I gave her this remedy like a month back. So I mean, if it's getting better slowly, I'm just waiting. I haven't even I tell everything to Shiva. I share with him everything. This is the thing I was waiting for, because I don't know if it's the remedy that's
Mhm.
helping her, you know.
And
But
I have seen another couple of patterns with the Arudra. So
hmm,
basically, they are the negative side of Arudra. They
hmm,
don't possess gratitude. That is one thing because it's all Rahu.
hmm. Raj is obsessed with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. The other thing is they are known for breaking any system, bleaching integrity of
I know what I mean. Hmm.
So because they can be very destructive. Arudra people, if they
Hmm.
want, so they can break a system. I have seen people.
Yeah. So, yeah. And what do you call it? So about the female dog, it is helping her, you know. And let me tell you one thing. So cats, dogs, okay, you know what they do, you know what are they doing staying at our house, or you know, whoever has pet dogs and cats, they have a role in your life. What they're doing is, any sort of bad negative
Mhm.
energy that are
They are
surrounding
there.
you,
Yeah, that's first.
whenever a cat or dog just, you know, sits by your feet and is like, you know, just trying to caress their body, just, you know, um over your leg or something, just let them do it, let them play with your leg or feet. You know what they're doing? They're actually absorbing a lot of negative karma, negative, bad
Mhm.
negative energy. So, you know, so yeah, they're just protecting. And I'm just saying it because, you know, we're talking about dogs, but it has nothing to do with other nakshatra. This is a general
Mhm.
remedy I just gave out.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, people have pet animals like with the same supposition that they protect them
Yeah, they do.
from
Cats,
negative
cats,
energy.
cats just increases people's intuition. Okay,
Mhm.
I have seen it. People around me, like, we have dogs, but I don't have cats. But you know, like, I have seen, like, most of my friends, they own cats. I know the
Mhm.
difference. Cats just, they just build you, empower your intuition. And cats and dogs, they both save you, like,
Yeah.
from, you know, any sort of virus. If they can sense it, and they just, it goes through, like, you know, in order to get to you, it has to go through them, you know what I mean? So they act as a filter. So it's really
Mhm.
good. But for other nakshatra people, get if your life is messed up because of Ardra Nakshatra, just get a dog. Just get a dog. It will go better. Trust
Female
me.
dog.
Trust
Mhm.
me. I just believe this nakshatra, like, it's promising. It feels very promising based on, you know, like, whatever is happening to my friend,
Mhm.
whatever progress. Anyways, yeah, let's move forward to,
Also,
wait, Kunarvasu. Yeah. Go ahead, Shiva.
yeah. So Punarvasu is one of the wealth assuring, prominent wealth assuring stars because Punarvasu is ruled by Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are only two planets that we talk whenever we talk about
Mm,
wealth in astrology:
mm,
Jupiter and Venus. So this is one of the stars. Like in Punarvasu, they are known as wealth accumulators. That is one
mm,
thing.
mm,
And Punarvasu people, because they possess this Jupiter energy, so they seem to be kind
mm,
of proud and at strong. However, they may not be, but they carry that kind of energy, and they possess that kind of divine intuition. uh, Lord Rama was born in Punarvasu, so the theme of Punarvasu is um, getting back the light. Okay,
mm.
so restart. So it's a kind of restart. It usually happens in their life. Like their life transforms all of a sudden. So, like, suppose the Punarvasu guy or a girl, if they're doing something they don't like it, they restart it completely. So usually what we do is, if we don't like what we are doing, we take a pause, okay, and continue from where we had left. But
Mm,
Konorasu people, they just wind up and they go for a restart. It could be entirely new job or in a new business. That's what I have seen in Punorvasu.
mm.
The other thing I have seen is like Punorvasu is known for procuring weapons.
Mm-hmm.
That is another thing I have seen. What else? Yeah, now you can give some remedies for Punarvasu.
Okay. So Punarvasu people, at one point, they get very confused about their life, especially when Punarvasu Nakshatra has to do with, you know, the 10th house, the career. They get
Mhm.
very confused and stuff. So people who has prominent Punarvasu Nakshatra, you know, like, mm, in their 10th house or 10th lord, associated with 10th lord, they they should get a bow and arrow, like physical, like, you know, not like a picture, like a physical
Mhm.
bow and arrow, and just, you know, hang it on the northeast wall of your home.
Mhm.
What it does is, so usually in the northeast corner, it carries the vibration and frequency that is needed,
Mhm.
for our brain, in order to study, do meditation, like, that energy, that frequency is
Mhm.
resides in the northeast corner of the house for studying, for meditation, prayer. So
Mhm.
Punarvasu people, like, when they're conflicted, when they don't know what they
Mhm.
should do in life, and to pursue a career, whatever, however Punarvasu is ruling their chart, they should just get a bow and arrow. What it will do is, like, in a few days you'll just know what you want. What it does, it what does an bow and arrow do? What do they do? When you shoot it, it hits one target, right? So that's how, like, energetically, it just brings your mind to that level of,
Mhm.
what do you call it, that level where what what you want. If you're confused about a career, like, what should I do? I
Mhm.
don't
Mhm.
know. that
So
that thing,
it gives a clue about action plan.
yeah, it triggers, it activates, like, your goal. Basically, you would know that what you want. You're not gonna be like, oh no, I don't know. No, you're not gonna do that. So that
Mhm.
bow and arrow actually triggers the Punarvasu Nakshatra. And Punarvasu Nakshatra has to do with bow and arrow. As Shiva was saying, the Ram was born in the Punarvasu Nakshatra, and we all know that Ram used to carry bow and arrows. Like, that's what that's what actually symbolizes Ram, bow and arrow. um
Mhm.
yeah, so that is one very
Yeah,
useful
actually,
remedy.
there is an underlying meaning. Okay, when you like when you give it as a remedy, bow and arrow. So you know
Mm.
how Ram was brought up. So he went to forest along with his gurus. Okay,
Mm.
I think at the age of 13, 14 years. Okay, and he was kind of uh, trained. Okay, nurtured by his gurus.
Guru
So
Vaishist, yeah,
yeah, Guru Vasist.
Guru
So
Vaishist. Mm.
yeah, when so at some point of time after the training was over, so Guru Vasist invited Ram, okay, to take the possession of these the bow and arrow. So it means when you get bow and arrow, it means like you are kind of getting a guru divine kind of energy in your life, which shows you path.
Yeah, it will just take you to one direction. The arrow's
Yeah,
not gonna take you multiple places.
yeah, that's the theme of Punarvasu, written of
Kunarvasu.
light.
Mm.
So that is interesting. So we are falling short of time. Inaya will do
Okay,
Pushami, and
we'll
after that
mhm.
we'll do rest of remedies in the next video.
And next
We'll
video.
do
Okay, yeah,
that with Pushami.
yeah. Okay, so basically, for the Punarvasu, another good remedy is, like, get a 5 metal made, like, Panch Tatwa. I don't know, it's something like, it's a Panch Tatwa Ram Murti.
Mhm.
Like, so get a,
Panchavan. Yeah.
like, it's made of 5 metals. Okay, so
Yes.
get a Panch Tatwa Ram Murti, and put it on the northeast corner of your home, and
Mm-hmm.
just ask for guidance from that. It will help you. Okay.
Oh,
um
okay. Interesting.
and yeah, so it will help you. And also, for people who are experiencing problems related to Punarvasu in their relationship, Punarvasu has to do with swan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this remedy has worked. It worked on 4 people, actually 5. Yeah, 5 people. I gave it to
Mm-hmm.
5 people. It worked on 5 people. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
that's how
great.
that's how I tested. Get, those love swans, like how both of them, they just sit like this, and then there's like a love, 2 swans facing each other. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
get that, get that, and put it in the southwest corner of your home. Just put it. Get a swan. Try to put it in front of
So
any
southwest in the sense, so southwest means Rahu. It is ruled by Rahu.
Jupiter, Rahu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not Jupiter. Sorry. Yeah, Rahu. Yes, Rahu. Southwest rules relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
so what happens is, like, if you put the swan there, especially in front of any photograph, like, if in a photograph of, like, a couple, it will help. Trust me. Trust me.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So
So
now we go to Pushami.
Okay.
Pushyami is one of the cosmic stars, and it is ruled by Jupiter. And everybody knows that Jupiter attains greatest strength here in Pushya. He gets
Mm-hmm.
exalted.
Mm-hmm.
And Pushyami, the meaning of Pushya is nourishing. So basically, great gurus, sages, you find great astrologers,
Mm-hmm.
great human beings also, like we
Pushya
usually see in Pushya.
Pushya people are very nourishing, very nurturing. They just love to nurture people. They're like,
Yeah,
oh, you came to my home. Okay, here is everything I have got. Like Pushyami people are very nurturing by nature.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so what happens is like Pushya people, Pushya is related to goat, male goat, right?
Mhm.
So one of the remedies, since goat came to the conversation, is drinking goat milk. But people who cannot drink goat milk, um, you can do other remedies, like you can put a yellow vase, like a
Mhm.
vase, like a flower vase, just a vase. You don't have to put flower. Put that in either northeast corner if it's related to your career. If Pushya has to do something to your career, put
Mhm.
the vase in the northeast corner. If it has to do with relationship, put it in the southwest,
Mhm.
the yellow vase in the southwest corner. And you can do another thing too, that is get a lotus, those crystal lotus. This Lotus Remedy was actually passed on to me by Kapil Raj. I asked him, like, I mailed him about like why is this Lotus, and then he mentioned that with Brahma, the Lord Brahma, he comes out of the lotus, right?
Yeah,
So from there, and it's related to the Pushya Nakshatra, and like the lotus actually triggers wisdom. It gives you wisdom, and
yeah.
the yellow vase, it gives you guidance. It does. They work differently, and it actually helps. And so it depends whichever sector are you trying to activate: the relationship, the you know the what do you call, the career has to do with northeast. Okay.
Mhm.
Again, it's all about frequency, vibration, electromagnetic radiation. It's too much detail, but it's all scientific, and it all makes sense.
Mhm.
So good, like, it really makes sense.
Yeah,
um
generally, the general traits of Pushya, they always stay calm and cool. They possess a lot of endurance,
mhm
and they care people a lot,
mhm
and it's very difficult to irritate Pushya people. I have seen that. If you want
mm,
to irritate them, it's not easy
mm.
unless you are a horrible. Okay, you can't irritate them. They are such a cool and balanced people. I think that's what the guru is, na? So guru is the person who
Mm.
maintains that balance.
Okay, so Pushya people has to also take care of one thing, that they should not invest too much on, into just nourishing people, nurturing people, taking care of their, like, their career
Mhm.
or whatever they're invested in. Because what it's gonna do is, like, because there is a myth connected to this nakshatra. So what the most interesting part, as we all know, this all this myths some way somehow plays, like, great role in everyone's life. Like, it just the in our lives, it's just the myths that are playing out in different ways, right?
Mhm.
So the mythical stories, it's the same thing that are playing out in our lives too. So what happened was, like, when Brihaspati, he used to be really obsessed and busy with, work, ritual, doing prayers. His wife, what was his wife's name? Shiva?
Tara.
Tara. Tara, right? So he wouldn't pay enough attention to Tara. As a result, Tara
Mhm.
fell in love with Moon
Mhm.
Chandra, right?
Yeah.
And so Tara just ran away with him. And then there were, like, a lot of other things after that. Tara got pregnant. So it's like a lot of mess. So from this story myth, we can understand that, like, Pushya people are too obsessed, serving other people. But they
Mhm.
have to also keep in mind
Take care
that,
of their family.
they have their own happiness to take care of. Yeah, they cannot take their wife for granted, you know, they have to take care of them too. So yeah, that's pretty much it of Pushya people. And Pushya is actually one of the most prosperous nakshatras. So yeah.
Yeah, so except marriage, so we usually uh, Pushya is known as a auspicious star for everything, for any
Hmm.
ceremony. We
Hmm.
don't recommend marriage on Pushya. Apart from that, Pushya is good for everything.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so last is Ashlesha.
uh, Aslesha will do Aslesha, Makha,
Later.
Pubba, and Uttara later. Yeah, because we
Okay.
are running out of time. Is
Running out
already
of time. Yeah, yeah,
close to 3.
yeah.
Okay. So
All
because
right.
we'll do another video till Vishaka in
Yeah.
one video, and from
Mhm.
Anuradha to Revati will do
It's a
another video.
lot of nakshatra. I know, I know. We were planning to cover more than half, but okay.
Yeah, Umayya, thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank you so
time,
much. Thank you so much for inviting
your time,
me.
and the knowledge that you have, that you shared. I'm happy that that you shared with our
I'm glad.
all
I'm
the viewers
glad.
of
Thank
our
you.
channel. I think they'll all be excited. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I'm looking forward to do the other videos as well with you. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Shiva.
Thank you.
And
You're welcome.
I hope I was of help to you. And so, yeah. And I hope to see you next time. And okay, viewers, subscribers, please subscribe to Shiva's channel, subscribe to Tending Astro. Thank you for watching us, and
Thank you.
consult bookings with him. He is amazing. Me being an astrologer, me, studying under big astrologers, other astrologers like
No, no,
Kapil and
no.
everyone, I'm telling you, this guy has extreme divine knowledge. Like, once you get to know him, just consult him. Okay, consult him and subscribe to his channel. And if you like this video, please press the like button. And thank you for watching, thank you for coming. All right, Shiva, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ria.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.